Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Professor O from Chart Addicts, and today I'm going to go ahead and just cover over, the pairs that we called out on our last Zoom call and in our Telegram throughout the week. And we're just going to go ahead and just review them and see how they're playing out and what's to come following the week. So essentially, let's go ahead and share the screen and start with AUD CAD. I know that was the first pair we called out on our Zoom call. So let's go ahead and zoom in. So we were looking for this third touch on this trend line. And when we were looking at it, it had this impulsive move to the downside, and we were looking for a potential retest in confluence with the trend line, this previous well-supported zone, and in confluence with the MAs. You can see we did get that retest, and if we look at the candlesticks, we can see we did get some rejection on this 0.95 thousand psychological zone. And we can see the candle engulf the last previous days. So essentially, we can see some follow through. So we're looking to catch this down 100 pips to the 0.94 thousand psychological zone. Once it gets there, we can see how price plays out depending on price action. If it has a strong close below, we can potentially see some lower lows, or if it has some rejection, we can potentially see some reversal. So right now, we're looking for it to drop 100, or right now it's currently up 70 pips. We're looking to catch 30 more pips on this move. And yeah, that was basically it. Again, just break, retest, and confluence with the trend line and the MAs crossing. So Euro JPY, we still haven't gotten that rejection yet. Last time we were looking at this, we saw this impulsive move. We were looking for a retest on this well-respected zone. You can see if we look to the past, you can see some support over here. And essentially, if we go down to the 4-hour, we can see some slowdown. But Euro is looking a little bullish. And we can see that due to Euro USD. You can see last time we were looking at this, we were looking for some potential rejection. So impulse retest or on this well-respected zone. And we can see we are pulling back up to the 78 Fibonacci. It is looking a little bullish. If it does break this trend line, we can void our sell bias. So let's see how it plays out. Same with Euro USD. Okay, so I'd like to see some more rejection in order to get in. We did have two possible entries here and up here. So again, we'll see how price reacts. Pound yen, we did not call this on our last Zoom call, but we did send a setup on our Telegram channel. We said if it broke above this zone, we could potentially get in. And right now, you can see that ended up playing out. We did get some drawdown. But right now we are up 100 pips on this pound yen setup. Okay, and USD CAD, last time we were looking at this, it was up here. We had this impulsive move to the upside, and we said that we would like to get a deeper retracement for us to get into the setup. So you can see we are respecting this zone in the past. It was a well-respected resistance zone. So again, we'd like to see some candlestick reversals, especially on the higher time frames, to convince us to get into this this trade. So USD JPY, I believe last time we were looking at this pair, it was below this. It had broken this resistance or support zone, and we actually called a sell on it. And we are up 60 pips on this pair. If we do end up breaking this trend line, you can see we can continue to fall. And you can see the only resistance in the past is these two zones. So essentially, these would be my take profits. So gold, last time, or coming into the following week, we were up 80 pips on this setup. We ended up moving our stop loss to stop profit. So if it ended up reversing on us, it wouldn't harm our accounts, essentially. And it actually did end up coming back and taking us out of the trade. So essentially we got in again, and we are, I believe, currently up 50 pips on this setup at the moment. But GA played out beautifully. Last time we were looking at the setup, it was up here. We had sold 100 pips to the downside. And we said if we got to the 1.83 thousand psychological zone that we would buy, because we had that impulsive up and we're looking for that flag correction. So we sold 100 pips and we bought again. And we are up 233 pips on this setup right now. CAD JPY, we are up 50 pips. We were looking for this buy from this inverted head and shoulders, impulsive move, retest. I believe this was a 61 Fibonacci. So we'll see how it continues to play out. Most of these setups, we moved our stop loss to stop profit. So if they ended up reversing on us, it would not end up harming our accounts. USD Chef has not moved yet. Again, we're still waiting on that potential retest to get in for a buy. Euro NZD and AUD NZD played out perfectly with the news that was released a couple hours ago. Essentially, what we called out was this potential buy idea. If, again, we had said, if we see some reversal, we can most likely get into this buy. And you can see on the daily time frame, we actually did end up getting that candlestick rejection. If we zoom in, we can see we did have this pin bar candlestick. So essentially, the wick is longer than the body because sellers brought price down, but buyers were had some pressure in this zone, so they brought price right back, and you can see it closed almost above that psychological zone in confluence with our moving averages. Okay, and price had moved up 155 pips, and right now we are currently up 115 pips. Okay, so again, this was a well-respected zone, simple support to resistance, and we didn't get in until we saw that break and retest on the lower time frames, which again, we called out on our last Zoom call. Same with AUD NZD, we had a huge impulsive move to the upside, and we said that if we get a huge impulsive move like this, most of the time we don't get deep retracements like the 61 Fibonacci. So that's why we took our entry at the 38.2, or I'm sorry, the 38.2. And if you go on the 4-hour, I was seeing this W formation in confluence with some divergence. So if we look at the candlestick, you can see it is completely engulfing the last previous 8. So this was a really great week. Again, a lot of great moves. Usually not every day is a trading day, but this week we had a lot of great potential setups. And again, I believe we are currently up over 800 pips for the week, and it's only Tuesday. But again, we will post these videos up on our YouTube page. We'll let you know as soon as that happens. But if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be happy to help answer any questions. Other than that, hope everyone is having an amazing day, and trade safe.